I never imagined a single question could expose 25 years of quiet compromises, unspoken doubts, and truths buried under routine. My wife, Meredith, said it casually, almost amused, like she was commenting on the weather. "Are you seriously going to do a DNA test after 25 years of marriage?" We were standing in the kitchen, the same kitchen where we raised our children, argued about bills, celebrated promotions, and pretended not to notice the distance growing between us. I looked at her and realized this wasn't really about a test. It was about everything we never addressed. I'm Daniel. I'm 51. I married Meredith when we were young and convinced love alone would be enough. For a long time it was. We built a life that looked solid from the outside. A house in a quiet neighborhood. 2 kids. Holidays with forced smiles. Friends who thought we were stable. I worked long hours in logistics, reliable, predictable. Meredith managed the home, then later picked up freelance work. We functioned well, like a machine that never broke down, just wore out slowly. The doubt didn't come from nowhere. It arrived quietly, like a draft through a door you didn't realize was open. Our son, Oliver, grew older, and people began making comments. Jokes at first. "He doesn't look like you. Where did he get that hair?" I laughed it off. Genetics are strange, right? But those comments stacked up over time. Teachers, neighbors, even a distant cousin once asked if he was adopted. Meredith always brushed it aside, too quickly, too rehearsed. I didn't accuse her. I didn't interrogate. I did what I'd always done. I swallowed it. I told myself trust meant ignoring doubts. But trust without honesty isn't trust. It's avoidance. The moment that pushed me over the edge wasn't dramatic. It was a routine doctor visit where family medical history mattered. I realized I didn't know what to say anymore. I didn't know if I was lying to the doctor or to myself. That night, I ordered the test. Quietly. When Meredith found out, she didn't explode. She laughed. That laugh hurt more than shouting ever could. "After all these years," she asked, "you really think I could live a lie that long?" That's when I answered her. I said I wasn't accusing her of anything. I said I was trying to understand my own life. I told her certainty mattered more to me now than comfort. She looked offended, not guilty. But offense can hide many things. The waiting was worse than the suspicion. Weeks passed, heavy with tension. Conversations became transactional. Who's picking up groceries? What time is dinner? We slept on opposite sides of the bed, backs turned, like strangers sharing rent. I replayed our past constantly, searching for signs I ignored. Late nights. Unexplained trips. Moments I dismissed because questioning them would have required courage I didn't have back then. I wasn't angry. I was disappointed in myself for waiting this long. The results arrived on a Tuesday. I remember because Meredith was out and the house was silent. I opened the email slowly, already preparing for whatever came next. The answer was clear. Oliver wasn't biologically mine. There was no confusion, no margin of error, just a fact. I didn't feel rage. I felt emptiness. A strange calm settled in, the kind that follows a long illness when the diagnosis finally has a name. I sat there for a long time. When Meredith came home, I didn't confront her immediately. I made dinner. We ate. The routine continued because habits don't die instantly. Afterward, I told her the results were in. Her face changed, not dramatically, but enough. I asked her how long she planned on keeping the truth buried. She cried then. Not loudly. Quiet, controlled tears. She admitted it happened once, decades ago, during a rough patch she thought we survived. She chose silence instead of honesty. She asked for forgiveness. She said it didn't matter anymore, that I was still Oliver's father in every way that counted. She wasn't wrong about that. Biology doesn't erase bedtime stories, scraped knees, or college visits. But betrayal doesn't expire just because time passed. I told her I needed space, not to punish her, but to breathe without pretending everything was fine. She asked if I was leaving. I said I didn't know. For once, that was the truth. I moved into the guest room that night, not out of spite, but clarity. I called a lawyer a week later, not to file immediately, but to understand my options. Meredith accused me of being cold. I told her I was being honest. There's a difference. Oliver doesn't know yet. That conversation will come, carefully, respectfully. My love for him hasn't changed, but my marriage did. The DNA test didn't destroy us. It simply revealed what silence already had.